Hi everyone, it's so good to see you again. Welcome to Maryanne Show, episode 5. How's life everyone? Last session we discussed a lot of information about health and I have answered many questions. What are the main factors that influence our health? In other words, what outside factors affect our health? Last session, we mentioned how eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and our thoughts and our behaviors have effect on our health. These are the main things that influence our body. What about our outside surroundings and our abilities? In general, we can't change this world. Based on a normal person's abilities, we just can't. Then what option do we have? And what can we do? First of all, we need to change ourselves to gain better health. Per our last conversation, what are the things we can change about the things we see and we hear? We also mentioned that the only way to change this is to change our mindset and our thoughts. What can we do to alter our thoughts and use correct ways to guide it and assist it? The messages and contacts from outside world come into your body to help maintain better body health. Today, this will be our main subject. 6 important parts of our body: eyes, ears, nose, mouth, body, and mind. Our main focus today will be our nose and body. The main use of our nose and mouth is breathing. And mentioning them together is very, very important. As we all know, breathing is very important to our body. We inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide during this process. Our nose and mouth are connected to each other. In the breathing process, our lungs exhales carbon dioxide and waste and inhales oxygen and nutrition. Lungs are the main structure of our body. In other words, lungs help us strengthen our immune system. It controls people's immune system and strongly connects to the immune system. Like our liver, the main function is to neutralize the poison in the food. It also generates secretions. Those chemicals are elements that our body needs. These chemicals are generated by human body that helps you clean the entire system and make new blood and entire function for your body. As for the lungs, the main function is helping our body to control immunity. Immunity is closely connected with our lungs. If someone's lung doesn't function, their immunity is definitely decreasing. So, lungs are very important to our body in terms of immunity. Then, the question is, how are we going to maintain our respiratory system and our lungs? To make them healthy and keep them healthy, first of all, we should try to stay in the places where there is fresh air and avoid all pollution and dirty places. For example, there are a lot of dirty things on the ground and they will evaporate in the air. When you breathe, all that air will go to your lungs and your body. So, what kind of environment is good for your body? First, we need to have trees, plants, flowers, and weeds. Plants will help clean and refresh the air and will bring us oxygen and negative ions. Plants also do purify the air. To make it sound more easy, plants are like detergent for the air we breathe, a negative ion producing machine. So the woods and the forest, where there is a lot of green, is very healthy. Of course, we can't always go to the woods. If your house is nearby a green zone, going there will contribute a lot to your health. That's number one. Number two, oceans carry a big resource of oxygen and negative ions. Oceans, lakes, and rivers will help us purify air and release negative ions and oxygen. As far as our living environment, there are ways which you can keep your environment clean by having good air circulation. Another important point is when we're sleeping, we should have the air fresh. There are a lot of people who don't like opening their windows. When you are sleeping at night, make sure you have fresh air flowing. Also good circulation. But, of course, if outside is foggy and polluted, we should keep our windows closed because that will not do any good to our health. In some situations, you can use your air condition. Even though this is not the best option, still better than polluted and poisoned air. Air is not the only thing we breathe. There are also a lot of bad materials on the ground that combines with the air we breathe. And when we sleep, we absorb all that. This is not good for our health. In order to eliminate this, please consider buying an air purifier. Those are the ones that are sold in stores. It's very, very simple to use. There is water on the bottom and it circulates underneath. It functions with cold and hot. It will help to purify the air. Through this circulation, it will release the negative ion as well. It is extremely important to keep the air fresh in our houses. Fresh air connects closely to our health. If you're a leader in your country or a city leader, it is very, very important to consider fresh and clean air because constructions of cities will influence our future generations. It will affect numerous people's health. So we better arrange and plan more green zones to make our cities more environment friendly. Instead of building chemical plants and oil refineries, we should consider spending more money for developing technologies. We can exhaust dirty air and waste through some underground pipe system and release them somewhere far away outside of the woods where no one lives. Or we can find a way to use green plants and purify. This can be costly, but for the sake of our future and our health, we do need to consider this. We all work very hard, and working hard starts at a very young age because we all want happy lives and happy future. Working hard is already very stressful. And on top of that, we have to live in a polluted environment and with stress and dirt. With time, we lose our happiness and of course our health. Considering everything we discussed about improving our living conditions, we all must do something to improve our conditions with little changes so we can help ourselves and help others. Technology right now is very good. With the current developments in technology in America, we can already produce drinking water by absorbing the water from the air. To explain this better, water in the air can be absorbed and purified, then can be filled into bottles for our use. This is a very clean way to get water, and it is very good for human body. Underground water may be already polluted even before we get to use it. Scientists believe that by using current technology to collect water from clean air is very efficient way to get clean and nutrition from the water. Last episode on Maryanne's show, we have discussed that there are some differences between Chinese and Western medicine and also universe. Our research also includes space and energy. As a matter of fact, everything we need is in the air. Air contains proteins, calcium, and other vitamins. So the air quality is very important to us for our health. Let's give an easy example for this. Some people practice Qigong or some cultivate Zen in Buddhism. Once you start a meditation, there is no knowing of how long it is going to last. It could last for months or for a very long term. During this process, some don't eat or drink anything, and they can still survive and remain healthy. They might lose weight due to lack of solid nutrition. Even a solid nutrition can decompose to tiny elements and exist in the air we breathe. Our eyes and senses can't feel this. As we mentioned before, our consciousness is very important. When we have the right information and positive thoughts in our mind, our body and our energy field will connect with the universe. Then the needed energy will come to our body. If we always doubt others, worry too much, we also feel jealous and produce bad ideas. When we think negatively, we will be the one who will be affected. And our body will start generating poison. The poison from outside will be absorbed to our body. It is very difficult for someone to be healthy if their mind is not healthy, if they don't have positive thoughts. I hope this session was helpful and I was able to help with the importance of the air we breathe. I wish all of you a happy and healthy day. Bye-bye.